With a 2-0 lead from the Bernabeu, surely we're going through to the next round of the Champions League. But you'll have to wait and see about that. Welcome back, guys. We are ready to play Real Madrid today. We've been on quite a run since you've been gone. But before we go into that, if you could just hit the like button, just to get the video shared about a little bit more. Since you were last with us, we've been on quite a good run of form. We've got 4 wins and a draw down the bottom here, including a win over Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. So we've picked up our first trophy of the season. Beat Spurs in the FA Cup. Then Norwich, Watford, before drawing with Everton just before we came on air. If we take a look at the results that you have not seen. So the last game you joined us for was the 0-0 with Arsenal. An unfortunate game that didn't see any goals, so hopefully we'll see some today. But since then we've been on quite a good run of form. Beat Newcastle and West Brom both in the league, before beating Real Madrid 2-0. In the first leg of the Champions League knockout stage. So hopefully that gives us a platform to jump from today. We then played Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. And we'll just take you to this game quickly, so you can have a quick look at how things turned out. As you can see from the expected goals, we were very much the team in charge of this game. As far as the match stats go, completely dominated as far as the attacking side of the game goes, with the most amount of shots, expected goals as we've discussed already. We had a clear-cut chance in there. Possession was pretty even between the two sides, and the passes were pretty even as well. We did get a 7.1 average rating for our players. So we'll get a quick look at the goal. Havertz to Werner, Chilwell, through to Haaland, a lovely through ball there, giving us our first goal of the game. And Haaland got a second with this ball, played it back to Mount, straight over the top, and he just broke through the 5-man defence. So he had all 5 running back with him, and he just little lob at the end, proving what a class player he is. So that was the Carabao Cup 1. We then progressed in the FA Cup, beating Tottenham 3-1. Before going on a little run in the league, 2 3-0 wins over Norwich and Watford, before tying it up with Everton 1-1. Not a brilliant game, but we are still miles ahead in the league. Speaking of competitions, we'll take a quick look there. So this is what the competitions are looking like at the moment. Currently 12 points clear at the top of the league, although Liverpool do have a game in hand, so they can bring themselves to within 9 points. As for the Champions League, we're sorting that out today. We should be progressing, looking at the fact we've got a 2-0 lead. We're going to be playing Stoke in the quarter-final of the FA Cup, so a semi-final should be on the agenda at least there. And then we've got winner of the Carabao Cup and Community Shield already. A quick look at the stats in the league at the moment, and you can see Haaland and Werner are within the top goal scorers. We've got Ben Chilwell down there with the average rating in third. Donnarumma, 25 clean sheets he's kept this season out of 30 games. This guy is a beast. And Haaland's moved up to 6-man of the match awards. So not only is the game against Real Madrid the second leg of the Champions League, it's actually my 100th game in charge of Chelsea. And as you can see from there, we've got a few accolades already. Community Shield in 2021, Carabao Cup in 2022 and the Premier League in 2021. And named Manager of the Year last year in the Premier League. This is what my profile currently looks like. So we've got down the bottom here, out of the 99 games played, 81, 13 draws and 6 losses, an 80% win ratio. There's not many managers in the world that can boast that. My attributes are stated down here. So we've got attacking and defending on 17s. We've just got nothing as far as goalkeeping goes. Tacticals, technicals, mentals and working with youngsters at 20s. Player knowledge is at a 20, motivating is at a 20. So you might think it's a little bit high, but this is a beta save and we just went with what you'd expect a Chelsea manager to have. And I'm not going to apologise for that. Preferred formation is the 4-3-3, which is what we've been playing with a tiki-taka. There's a couple of promises in the pipeline at the moment. So Tomori was to offer a new contract. I have already offered him the contract, so we haven't got to worry about that. And we're going to offer James a new contract at the end of the season. We're ready to kick off against Real Madrid in the Champions League. We take a 2-0 lead in with us from the win at the Bernabeu. Also playing today is PSG and Ajax. Ajax actually have an aggregate lead over PSG as well. So this is the lineup we've chose to go with today. We're going to have Donnarumma in goal, Reece James, Tomori, Skriniar and Emerson across the back line, Valverde, Kovacic and Havertz in the middle, Ziyech out on the right, Werner on the left and Haaland up top. Couple of changes since the last time you were with us. We've gone for a complete forward now instead of a poacher. Just feel it's getting a little bit more out of Haaland dropping back. And we've gone complete wing back for James on attack. That's also because we've dropped the inverted winger to a support role instead of an attacker role. The players that miss out today are Jadon Sancho, Ben Chilwell and Mason Mount, all because of their fitness concerns. So it's just a case of bringing in fresh players to see out this game more than anything. So a quick look at the team sheets. Real Madrid come out with Courtois in goal. Odriozola is going to be playing at right back. He's a player that we did look at possibly bringing in as a backup to James. Varane, Ramos, Mendes complete that back line. They've got Casemiro, Odegaard, Cruz. And then they've got Eden Hazard, Chouzi and Benzema up front. So there's a very solid side. Zidane still in charge of Real Madrid into 2022. So we're being suggested to go with the media's giving you a lot of credit lately. I think I will point my finger and say that though. And that's motivated the players. I'm looking for a little more than we see in the Everton game. Now a draw is enough today, so I'm not going to be too disheartened if that was always to get out of it. But I want to get straight back to winning ways. It seems like every time we're ready to go into a live game, we have a draw just before it. The game's starting off quite slowly to begin with. No one really doing anything. Madrid having the possession. I think we're just letting them have the possession at the moment. I think it would take something special to break them up. At the same time, they're going to end up leaving gaps as the game wears on, as they need to come forward. They need 2 goals in this game. And if we get one again, that's going to leave them needing 3. And I really think 3 is beyond it for them. I'm still a little concerned that they only need 2 at this point. But at the moment, it seems like we're the ones in contention for the goals. 0.16 to a 0.05 as expected goals at the moment. We're 20 minutes in, yet to see a highlight. God, I hope it's not going to be like the Arsenal game. I'm sure you guys will be well happy. 2-0 nils on the trot. Let's drop a shout and encourage the players now. 20 minutes in, they're doing a good job. And hopefully the encouragement will just not do that. So encouraging the players has just made every single player look disheartened. Kovacic with a corner into the box. It's been headed out and the shot has been taken, but Courtois has collected that with ease. Big ball upfield. And Chouzi has gone past all his defenders there, but Donnarumma has made the save, keeping us in the game there. I'm a little disappointed that we've gone from a corner to us to a corner to them now. It's headed away. Odegaard, he's a very technical player that can put a decent ball in, but he's ended up losing it. Ziyech up to Haaland. He's come back towards us, and that's the end of the highlight. So we are looking at better team for the stats, but the highlights seem to show Real Madrid as the better side. Another thing we've changed since the last time you were with us, we're playing a little more direct now, as opposed to our shorter passing. So maybe not holding possession quite as much as we were before. Let's demand more out of them. I'm going to let this highlight play first. Ball in. It's been pulled backwards. Zidane seems to be wanting passion out of his team as well. Ramos goes through to Odegaard. Odegaard to Chouzi. Odegaard. Cruz. Nice ball through there, but Donnarumma gets down and makes the save. He really has been a great goalkeeper. Corner kick. Cruz into the box. It's headed away and Havertz have picked that up and he's taking it forward in his stride here. He's gone out wide. He's been brought down there. That looked a little bit nasty there from Odegaard, but he's going to get away without a booking. Let's get that shout made to demand more now, just as we're running into half time. We do look the better team. 10 minutes left before half time. If we were to grab a goal just before half time, it would put Real Madrid in all sorts of conundrums of what they could do. They just wouldn't know where to go from there. Just a bit like I'm babbling on at the minute. They'd be babbling their way through the game. Don't look like anything's going to happen before half time though. You see, at this point I would usually go on to an attack, but is there any point going on to an attack when we're going through to the next round if we don't? So that's half time. Have a look at the expected goals. We're sort of leading the way, but it's pretty even all the way through. I think we're going to have to do something to make it a bit better. So we're going to thrash our arms and we're going to say, we're going to take the advice of Jody Morris. And it has motivated the players. So let's see if we can get the lead in the game on the night. I was going to go attack him, but we're going to see what happens here. Valverde across the box. Werner into the box. Haaland's there. Werner's there. It's in the back of the net, but a free kick's already been given. Real Madrid get away with one there. So I am going to go attacking. One of their players has shown up as looking a little bit worse for wear. Grimaldo's now picked up a knock for him. So if we could put a bit of pressure on that right hand side, I think Sancho would be the best guy to do that, because Ziyech running at him is not going to do anything for pace. Here's James. James to the byline, into the box. Werner's there. Courtois makes a save. Werner should have buried that. We are starting to push on now. We're into over 1 for expected goals now, but still not got the lead. Let's make a shout at the players. Fire them up. None of my team talks are working today. Everyone looks upset again. I think Werner might have just about had the best he can do now. I think he's about ready to come off. So let's make some changes. First thing we're going to do is bring Sancho on. And we're going to bring him on for Ziyech. We're also just having a look who else we could possibly bring on. I'm going to bring Gravenberch on for Havertz. Now Havertz has actually started playing really well since we've altered the system, but he's not had a good game today. So let's get started up and see if we can make anything happen. PSG are 2-0 up against Ajax on the night. Ball into the box. It's headed away. And here's Hazard. He's got plenty of time on the ball, and we know that we can't give him that sort of time. Grimaldo into the box. Headed away again. Werner's picked it up on the right, and he's going to take it forward. A little run on here for Werner. Through ball to Haaland. He's got space in behind. Haaland across the box, and it's gone past the post. That was close. And Haaland has got to have his head in his hands at that. I am going to encourage him now. Let this highlight play out. Werner takes on his man past both men. He's pulled another player across. Get the cross in, boy. Now he's gone for the shot. Why go for the shot from that angle? He's never going to score it. Let's encourage him. Again, three shouts today, and all 3 shouts have left everyone annoyed with me. Definitely switching to the attacking has made us more threatening, and we don't seem to be really threatened by Real Madrid. Throw-in. That was probably the curse of the commentator. Odizzola takes it past his man into the box, across the box, and the ball's pinged about and belted out. We get away with another one there. We've got an injury to Haaland, our star striker. I can only hope that's not going to be major. Potential upper body injury. Unlikely to be anything too bad. Right, Tammy Abraham coming on for the last 15 minutes of the game. We've only had 40% of the possession today. It's not really an issue. I'm going to demand more out of the players for the last 10 minutes. That has actually cheered everyone up. Amazing. Come on, we've got 5 more minutes. Real Madrid have set to a 4-4-2 now. We'll continue in our formation. We've done really well. James, Valverde, Gravenberch, Kovacic. To Gravenberch again. Back to Kovacic, the former Madrid man. Abraham, Kovacic, Gravenberch. He's seen Werner. Werner's in. And again, Werner does not make the most of his opportunity. Courtois picked that ball up. Big ball forward from Courtois there. And now Cruz has had the ball stolen off him by Gravenberch. Werner again. This time Werner takes the goal. The goal that he should have had probably 4 or 5 shots ago. And that has certainly put us into the next round of the Champions League. The quarterfinals are calling to us. 1-0 we lead Madrid. Just going to switch back to positive now. There's no need to carry on attacking. And we'll give a quick praise out to the players. Get them to come in really happy at full time. So they've got 4 minutes left. They've just got to see this game out now. 20 shots we've had against Madrid. People have said to me that this system looks defensive, but I'm telling you, it works. I mean, to have 20 shots against Real Madrid is just something different anyway. And the game is surely up now. It might not be the biggest scoring game. You've had 2 games where we've only scored 1 goal, but you've seen us progress. Werner there, 7.9 average rating. That could have been an 8.9 if Hadi have took his chances that he had. Quick look at the match stats. So we've just shaded it on shots against them. We had the clear-cut chance. They didn't have any, although they did have half chances. Our passing, just 263 completed passes. I'm not bothered about that. Not when we've put Real Madrid out. It's one of the big teams that could have been challenging us for this trophy. In the dressing room, I'm going to go outstretched arms. Very happy with the way you've played. And that's really motivated everyone. So at the end of that, we have beaten Real Madrid by 1-0, 3-0 on aggregate. PSG have scored 4 goals today against Ajax to beat them 4-1 on aggregate. Neymar hitting all 4 goals. So Ajax's good work at home has been overturned when they went to Paris. So a quick look at Haaland's injury. He's got a back strain that's going to keep him out for 3 weeks. So I said at the start of the episode we'd offer Tomori his contract. He has signed a 110 grand a week contract, keeping him here until 2026. A player I really think is going to be central to the team going forward. So I wanted to get this in before we finish the episode. We've got the draws for the quarter-final and semi-final of the Champions League. Let's go and have a look. So the teams that are still in it: Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, PSG, Barcelona, ourselves, Liverpool and Benfica. I wouldn't mind Benfica out of those that we spoke about. It's not going to be them. I can get past Arsenal. And that's who we've got. It'll be Chelsea, Arsenal in the Champions League. And we will visit the Emirates to begin with. Not too bad of a draw. I think the only other team that I wouldn't have minded there was probably Bayer Leverkusen. Let's see who everyone else gets. German quarter-final, Bayer Leverkusen against Bayern Munich, meaning PSG will play Barcelona. That is quite the mouth-watering tie. Let's have a look at the semi-final. So the Germans will play either Benfica or Liverpool, and Arsenal or ourselves will go on to face PSG or Barcelona. Potentially, if we get past Arsenal and Barcelona get past PSG, Barca were the team that put us out last year in the first knockout stage, so that could be a bit of history there. So I will be back depending on how the Champions League quarter-final goes for the second leg of the semi-final if we make it that far. If not, I will be back for the last game of this season against Manchester City in the Premier League. Currently the board have us at a B rating still. We've still got 64 million in the bank with a 76 million pound transfer budget. And after today's games, Liverpool have actually not clawed any points back on us and have now played their game in hand. So with just 24 points left for Liverpool, they're 12 points behind us. I think another league title's coming back to Stamford Bridge. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. If you've enjoyed that, please leave us a like. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to keep seeing more Football Manager content. For now, I'll see you again soon.